Let me tell you about Sam Lipman, my Zeta. Every Shabbat afternoon in Sioux City, Iowa, my Zeta would take me with him when he went to study Gemara with Rabbi Bolotnikov, who was the Orthodox rabbi in town. This was a special treat, and I always looked forward to it, even though I sat as a silent partner in those sessions. They were completely absorbed in the text. Yet, once in a while, the rabbi would turn to me and ask, "Are you listening, Rabbi Yosef?" I certainly was listening, even though I understood very little about their discussions, which went on and on for quite a while. Mrs. Bolotnikov would bring us hot tea with cubes of sugar, which dissolved as I held them in my mouth. Many years later, when I entered rabbinical school, at my Zeta's request, I kept him informed by writing a postcard each week about what texts we were studying. In those years, no one made long-distance telephone calls unless it was very urgent. During my second year in rabbinical school, I received a phone call from Sioux City. My Zeta had died. When I came home for his funeral, I saw his Gemara on the dining room table. It was open to the page that I had been studying that week. He was always with me. During the week of Shiva, I heard many stories about my Zeta that I already knew, but I hadn't realized that everyone else in Sioux City knew them too. Here's one example. Out of his concern that everyone would be able to have kosher meat, he had a consultation with the kosher butcher in which they determined what to charge each lady according to what her household income was. Actually, my Zeta was more to the point. He told the butcher, when Mrs. Cohen comes in, charge her 50 cents a pound. When Mrs. Greenstein comes in, charge her $3. He knew everyone in town. The butcher listened and followed his instructions. And that is how my Zeta addressed income inequality. Zichrono livracha. The memory of his life endures as an instructive blessing.